Good afternoon, my dear student. Today we are going to discuss another new chapter, which is mainly related to the organic chemistry. And here in this module, we'll discuss about the basic thing or the basic concept of the organic chemistry. And in the next class, we'll discuss about the different type of the chemical reaction in organic chemistry, that is mainly the mechanism, how the reaction is completed, their kinetics and other thing. Then in another class we will discuss about the pericyclic reaction, that is very simply you have known it as a cycloaddition reaction. And in the another one class we will discuss about the synthesis of some common drugs like paracetamol, aspirin, etc. So here today we mainly discuss about the basic of organic chemistry. Uh, Here I am Dr. Vishwajit Gain, your chemistry teacher, assistant professor, Department of Chemistry from your college, Dr. Sudhit Chandrasur, Institute of Technology and Sports Complex. So student, before going to the details in discussion about the organic chemistry is a very vast chemistry, because you know that in nature most of the things are the organic and very few number of the inorganic and other compounds are present. Organic chemistry is, if you think about the living element, then obviously the term organic is related. So it is very difficult. So it is very difficult to define organic chemistry. It is very difficult to define organic chemistry because as it is a very vast, so in the different compound have the different properties and the different type and other things, lot of possibility, that is permutation and combination and their nature. So yes, organic chemistry is somewhat difficult, but if you know the rules, if you know the things, and then yes, organic chemistry is very nice to enjoy, because all of the thing happening in our life, that is I am saying about I am giving now lecture or people, actually we are interacting with you. So these all things are intercorrelated with some of the molecule, and so some impulse is going to my brain, and then another impulse are instructed to my uh, that is vocal cord, then we'll say something. So these are well connected site, and here neuron, dendron, etc. are take part. So these all are basically organic molecule and they are intercorrelated, and in some cases metal ion also present, and that's it's called the bioinorganic. So but here yes, we have no such scope to go details, but here we will discuss about very preliminary idea about the organic chemistry. So organic chemistry, very simply if you try to define, that is the carbon related compound. So obviously carbon will be present, and if you say that is a only carbon compound, so it is a very bad definition, because carbon means carbon, that is charcoal and other things. So there, yes, it is carbon related compound, but here also presence of the hydrogen, nitrogen and others element, but the percentage of the carbon is very high. So organic chemical compound appear in the material like clothing, all things basically, clothing, fuel, polymer, dyes, medicine, my body's this structure, and all living element. That is one that your coronavirus. Yes, this is again the organic. This virus is made by the organic material, organic compound. So all things basically organic. Any in case of the any living thing, obviously organic. So first, the thing which is synthesized or prepared is called urea. Urea is a organic compound. Yes, there will be some problem, that is whether it is organic or inorganic, but leave it. But first synthesized compound was urea from ammonium cyanide. So structural representation of an organic compound. So we can represent organic compound in the different way. So first one is the Lewis dot structure, but this is a very old fashioned. So yes, it is very complicated and time consuming. So in present we are not writing this thing by the structure of organic compound by Lewis dot structure. By instead of that, we using now the 2 electron covalent bond by a single line. Thus, like ethene and ethine, the presentation is like that. If you state the molecule or try to written in elaborately, then ethane will be like this. So carbon single bond, and there will be, you know that the carbon have 4 valencies, so rest of the 3 valency will be completed by hydrogen. So this is the presentation of the ethane. Now this is ethene, that is here the double bond is present and the rest of the valency will be maintained by hydrogen. Here ethylene, here the triple bond between the 2 carbon is present. So this structure can also be represented by the following ways. So it is just here we are trying to show the bond between carbon and carbon, not with the hydrogen. So ethane can be expressed as CH3 there in between the 2 CH3 there will be bond, and ethane like this, you know it is very well. Another way to represent or express the structure of the organic compound is the zigzag fashion. So zigzag fashion is like this, or if you go to the example, then it will be very clear. So suppose this is the molecule and this is the linear chain, then there will be a branch, that is CH3. So this is methyl octane. So because it is the chain is overall 8 carbon is present, but there will be a in position 3 there is a methyl group. So that can also be represent like this zigzag structure, like a zigzag way. So it also can be present with removing the symbol of the element in this line fashion like this. Okay, so this by this also you can say that yes, it is 3-methyl octane. So here the terminal phases are all are CH3 if it is a saturated. Now yes, I am not going to details in this thing because this is the another representation of the 2-bromobutane. Yes, you can represent it in 3 different way and all are right. Though the representation of the cyclic compound is not in your syllabus, but as it is the cycloaddition in your syllabus or the pericyclic reaction in your syllabus, so I want to say that cyclopropane. So this structure, so this structure can also be written in this fashion by removing the element symbol. So a triangle is basically organic chemistry represent the cyclopropanol if it is a molecule, and if it is a symbol then you know that it is heat. So cyclo pentane. So cyclopentane is the 5-member ring. For cyclohexane, yes, it is a 6-member ring, no problem. Cyclooctane, so in that case it will be 8-member ring. 3-dimensional representation of the organic molecule. Yes, again I am not going to details in this 3-dimensional representation, because you have already another chapter in your syllabus, that is stereochemistry. So from that you will get the information about the 3-dimensional representation of the organic molecule. So this is basically a representation of a molecule in 3-dimensional space. And the 3-dimensional structure of a molecule, especially in organic chemistry, is very important. Not only in organic chemistry, in every kind of chemistry branch and other thing, yes, very important. Depending on this structure, something same molecule with a different just 3D orientation, some compound will be active and some compound will be inactive. So classification of the organic compound, so this is very important, and I hope you student all have an idea about this. Organic compound are mainly divided two part, that is open chain compound and another is the cyclic compound. So cyclic, you know, that is the cycle. So cyclist or closed chain, another is the acyclic or open chain, that is linear, another thing. And cyclic means cyclopropane, cyclobutane, etc. Now in case of the cyclic system will be of two type, that is homocyclic. Homocyclic, in that means that the each member of the ring will be same. In case of the cyclopropane, so all the three pointer carbon, so here it is a homocyclic, or one may sometime it is called carbocyclic. But if one of the atom from the ring is heteroatom, like nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, etc., then we will call it as heterocyclic compound, like pyridine, furan, pyrrole, etc. Now again, homocyclic compound are again two type, that is alicyclic compound and another is the aromatic compound. Here the aromatic compound is very important because it have a exceptional stability, and yes, the reaction and other thing will be defined from the other class of the organic compound. So yes, the part of the aromatic compound is very important, and here the aromatic compound are the two type. One is the benzene like structure, that is benzoate compound, another is the non-benzoate. So if we go to the example in details, you will get clear idea about this. So aromatic compound are the special type of the compound that include benzene and other related ring. So here this is your benzene, and this is a special case, like here the conjugation takes place, and incidentally the benzene is more stable than the theoretical value. So for this, the benzene or this type of the structure, when in any compound this type of structure is present, then they carry an extra stability. So here aniline, naphthalene, this type of the thing. But here another type of the aromatic compound where the benzene ring is not present, but still it is aromatic. So here these are the tropolone. These are the one of the example of the aromatic compound. So heterocyclic compound, I have already told you about this thing, that is furan, thiophene and pyridine. In pyridine, there will be one carbon is replaced by the nitrogen, so that's why it is the heterocyclic compound and it is the pyridine. Nomenclature of the organic compound. Here I will not go details because student this is not is the part of your syllabus. So one thing I can say, I want to say about this pyridine. Student, pyridine is very dangerous. It is one kind of the base. So I hope that some of the student have an idea that when we make the alcohol or basically spirit, the spirit which is marketed in our normal market. So in that case it is mixed with formaldehyde, methanol, pyridine, etc. Here pyridine is mixed because pyridine is mixed because the another one reason, because if the boys or the male or consume pyridine, then it's his male character will be destroyed, or it will be the male character will be destroyed very slowly. Okay, it is depend upon on the consumption of the pyridine. So be careful student. So when you get a pyridine or this type of the compound, please try to handle with care, because if you consume higher level of the pyridine, then there will be a problem in your character. So hope you understand. So I'm not going to the details of the European nomenclature. Here is the isomerism. Again, this is the part of your stereochemistry chapter. So fundamental concept in the organic reaction mechanism. Now here I want to say, what is organic reaction mechanism? Mechanism is the part in which we deals with or we describe with the how the reaction is completed, that is pathways, and how the molecule attack each other and how the new molecule will be formed. So there will be different terms, that is the reaction pathway, that is the steps, and the reaction kinetics, rate. These all are included in the reaction mechanism. And by reaction, if you know the reaction mechanism, then you can predict the reaction of higher level. So here in case of the organic chemistry, organic molecule is basically substrate, then it attacked by some reagent, then it will form an intermediate which is not your product, but after going through the intermediate you will produce product. So here this intermediate and the step will may be one or maybe more than one. Normally in most of the organic chemistry the intermediate step are more than one. So it is very unnecessary to say about this, what is reagent and what is substrate. So reagent is which thing is added later, and substrate is your basic thing. So reaction mechanism, yes, I have already told you, it's say about the electron movement, energetic, that is energy, and it is involved in the bond cleavage, bond formation, rate of a reaction, that is ultimately it is called kinetics. So all are included in the reaction mechanism. So when someone say about your reaction mechanism, so then the scientists have gathered these all information, then they concluded a reaction mechanism. So here some preliminary thing, that is cleavage of the covalent bond. So the cleavage of the covalent bond like carbon to carbon, there is a covalent bond, the single bond. This bond may be break in two different way. One is the heterolytic cleavage, another is the homolytic cleavage. Heterolytic cleavage is like that, where the bond is broken and the two, so one covalent bond is made by two electrons. So here the movement of the two electron to the particular center. So, if you take the example, then it will be very clear. So suppose a molecule like CH3 CH2Cl. So now if you look here, so here if you break the bond between CH3 and CH2, and if you send the electron to the CH2, that is CH2 minus Cl will be the next species and CH3 plus will be the another species. So ultimately if you break the bond by heterolytic cleavage, we'll get a cation and corresponding anion. This is the final thing. So we'll get a cation and anion, and now the nature or in which direction it will be break down, that is which one is form cation and anion, will be depend upon the stability of the cation and anion and the nature of the bond. So all are very simple. So here is a very one of the very important thing is the stability of the carbocation. So we know that the tertiary carbocation is much more stable than secondary, primary and simple CH3. So this all the stability can be explained by the inductive effect, by hyperconjugation effect and lots of things. So we'll go details later. Now homolytic cleaves, there is no polarity in the molecule. So in that case the bond broken down equally. So if the two carbon bond is broken down, so each carbon will be taken one electron, and this is basically they are from not cation or anion, but they form the radical. And in this type the homolytic cleavage we will use a arrow like this, and this is called Fischer-Hook arrow. And if you look in the arrow, there is not a direct arrow sign, but it is a half arrow. So that's why this is called Fischer-Hook arrow. So it is equal, the two electrons are equally divided from the bond. Now another one thing you have to know, that is nucleophiles and the electrophiles. Nucleophile is the species or reagent which have ability to attack the nucleus. So this is basically nucleus loving species. And electrophile, these are the species which have a affinity towards the electron. So basically here this is electron deficient. So this is electron loving species. That's why it is electrophilic. Philic means it is loving. So there will be a defined nature and other thing. Electron movement in the organic chemistry, obviously, because pi bond are moved, and this is why this is basically called the resonance. I am not going to details about the resonance, electron displacement and inductive effect. So please student read the resonance, because it is very important in the next class. So that's why I am giving such a preliminary idea, and it produces some stability of the molecule, and it can channelize the reaction. Now inductive effect, you know that due to the presence of an electronegative element in the organic compound, it pulls the electron toward itself, and its polarity is affected up to 4 carbon. So the polarity is mainly affected in the carbon number 1, then carbon number 2, then carbon number 3, and lastly in the carbon number 4. So after that inductive effect is negligible. So then hyperconjugation is another kind of the stability concern, and here if the double bond present and in alpha position, with respect to the double bond in the alpha position, here look here, so here is the double bond, these two carbon is the double bond, and if in the alpha hydrogen, if in the alpha carbon there is a hydrogen, then there will be a chance of shifting of that hydrogen, and ultimately it will form it's another structure or if it is a carbocation or other thing, then it will form another form of the carbocation and it's give stability. Or simply if it is not a cation, but in that case there will be a formation of double bond in between uh, here, that is this carbon and this carbon, and here will be the last carbon will be CH3, so no problem. So it is not really important, that is the method of the purification of the organic compound, leave it. So please remember the thing, that is nucleophile, electrophile, aromatic compound, and then just I described, that is a defined type of the stability, that is hyperconjugation, inductive effect and resonance effect. So if you know this, or another thing, that is cleavage of the bond, homolytic cleavage and heterolytic cleavage, and some idea about the base and acid in organic chemistry, then yes, you can very easily understand about the reaction mechanism or different type of the reaction type, that is I will discuss it in the next class, that is elimination reaction, addition reaction, substitution reaction. So yes, you can understand that with very easily if you have this kind of the preliminary idea. So student, I hope that you understand the class and you enjoy the class. So if you have any queries, please feel free to ask me. And lastly, that's all. Thank you student, for your kind attention. Thank you.